At noon Saturday, it's high school football season for one more game. The biggest stars from the Lowco that you've followed all season in WHHI's Bowl Series and through our coverage on LowcoSports.com will team up to take on a squad of standouts from the Georgia Coastal Empire for the 5th installment of the Blitz Border Bowl. Battery Creek coach Terrance Ashe is at the helm of Team Lowco this year, and he has pulled together a star-studded roster of standouts from Beaufort, Jasper, Colleton, and Hampton counties.
Coach, this is a very solid roster. I'm looking forward to covering the game and actually being on the call on Saturday afternoon with WSAV for the Blitz Border Bowl. But, just tell me about the excitement that you have to coach the best players out of this entire Lowcountry. I mean, you've seen a lot of them on the field this fall and in previous seasons. How awesome is it to kind of coach them all and kind of put a bow on this 2022 football season?
Oh, it's awesome. We got some spectacular seniors out there in the Lowcountry. So anytime you can put some talented guys from different schools together and allow them to showcase their ability, it's definitely awesome and a great opportunity, not only for me, but the coaches and also the players.
The offense will be led by prolific Bluffton quarterback Max von Hohenstraten and bruising May River running back Jaden Jones, as well as Hart Cushman and Aaron Lamb, two of the starters on the dominant offensive line for Beaufort State Championship squad. Fellow Eagles Lamar and Jamar Knight will be part of an excellent secondary, along with May River's Darian Perry. While Bluffton's Jaquin Williams and Wade Hampton's Jaleo Williams and Elijah Gordon anchor a strong linebacking core that includes Hilton Head Seahawks Carter Salibi and Alex Ruckno.
Who are maybe some of the guys from schools other than Battery Creek that you're really excited to get to work with this week?
Got a couple of linemen from Beaufort High School, which we know what they've done, and Hart Cushman and Aaron Lamb. You also got Darren Perry, which is a really good athlete from May River. I know I'm going to leave some guys off, but, a lot of these guys are very talented. You got Max from Bluffton. As far as quarterback position, a couple other guys would be from Wade Hampton. It's good. It's going to be good to see Nigel Solomon. Just talking with their coach about the speed that he has there. So hopefully we can get him an opportunity to showcase that speed there. Just looking forward to a variety of those guys. And then we got a couple of guys from Well Branch, with the guy that played quarterback at Ware Branch.
Yeah.
Gonna look at put him, maybe a little wildcat package there for him, but also playing a little bit of receiver there.
Yeah, you mentioned some of those offensive standouts, and who are some of the guys on defense that you might be interested in watching play over these next few days as you get ready and kind of shape this team into what we'll see on Saturday afternoon. But I mean, you look at those Beaufort guys who, they're the proven winners coming off that state championship season. You've got to be excited to work with those guys. And then, a great solid list of a lot of versatile Lowco talent. Just go into what we're going to think is goals for this group as you get ready for just a short couple of days of practice before the game kicks off on Saturday.
Well, it really comes down to having fun, letting those guys go out there and compete. When you look at All-Star games, All-Star week, when you're talking about preparation, you're not going to grind those guys into the ground. You really just want them to come out there, have fun. And the biggest thing that I want our guys to take away is, those relationships. They're going to meet guys that they may know, and be able to build a stronger relationship, and also those guys that they don't know, really. So it's going to come back to them building a relationship, going out there, competing, and having fun.
Yeah, and I think we've seen great camaraderie from the Lowcountry team in the past few years. And I think actually when they started to pull in the guys from Wade Hampton and Woodland and stuff, it actually was even better. Like it was even cooler to see all these guys banding together who didn't necessarily know each other. So, I think the kids over here take a lot of pride in this game. And, they felt like they were kind of taken for granted for a couple of years there. Like Georgia was just going to wax them. And that one year, the Lowco boys popped up and surprised them. And, ever since then, I think the Lowcountry kids have really taken it to heart. So do you get that sense that our guys, kind of they got a chip on their shoulder about this game. They want to go over there and prove something.
Yeah, anytime you can represent your state, for the most part, you have the Shrine Bowl that goes against North Carolina. But this is an opportunity to go against, some of the best in Georgia, right down the coastal empire. So anytime you can go against another state, you definitely want to play for those bragging rights. A lot of people are going to say Georgia has some of the best football in the country. So it gives us an opportunity to showcase what we have here in South Carolina. So looking forward to these guys going out there competing, and ultimately the fun is in the winning. So hopefully we'll be celebrating at the end.
Well, series is evened up at 2 apiece. Lowcountry got it done last year, a narrow victory. Jamie Risher, of course, the MVP at Wade Hampton in 2022, and now a chance to take the series lead here in 23. And I think another part of this is for a lot of these student athletes, I mean, you got a bunch of them going to the college level, but some, this is the last time they'll put on pads and play this kind of competitive football level. So kind of what does that impact have in terms of some of these guys leaving it all out there, playing that final game as they get ready for this Blitz Border Bowl?
Well, some will definitely go off and continue to play at the next level. For some, this may be their last opportunity to put pads on and play the game of football. You're going to have some, they're going to have a tough decision to make, whether they go off to a smaller school to play football or whether they go off to college for, more of an educational purposes and setting themselves up to have a successful career. So ultimately, this definitely is the last game that they'll play at the high school level. So, just going out and, creating those memories and ultimately, having an opportunity to leave it all out on the field.
Well, Coach, just tell me about give people an idea of what it's like to try to prepare for this kind of thing. Because, I mean, you have such a short time frame to pull your roster together, and then what you get like 1 week of evening practices. How do you really prepare for an all-star game like this? What are you thinking as far as you have to keep the schemes pretty simple, I'm thinking, but tell us what it's like to be the head coach of this kind of deal.
Definitely going to keep things simple. You get a week of preparation there, and a lot of these guys are playing winter sports, whether it's wrestling or playing basketball, and especially now you're entering that region play. So, we're start practice late in the evening, 6:30, to allow those guys an opportunity to still participate in their respective sport at their school, and then come over to prepare for Saturday's All-Star game. So definitely looking forward to getting these guys on campus here at Battery Creek and, going through some practices, installing, and just, really focusing on the fundamentals and letting those guys go out there Saturday and have fun.
If it comes down to a field goal, the Loco will be in good hands, or feet, with Buford's Jack Troutman. And it might. The series has been quite competitive and is tied at 2 after the Lowco boys took home the win last year. Kickoff is at noon at Savannah's Memorial Stadium, and Team Lowco will have coverage before, during, and after the big game.